everybody to GenFit, BodySharp, the mind-body combination. Thank you for joining us again on obviously our video blogs. Yo, today we're going to talk about a real important topic. Now, as we start off this whole thing of helping you on your fitness journey, okay, whatever that may be for 2016, 2017, 2018, okay, I want to talk about something that most people miss. One of probably the biggest topics that most people miss in clubs up and down the country, on social media. Everybody talks about the goal. Everybody's all about the goal. I want to lose weight, I want to put on muscle, I want to look like this guy, look like that girl, I want to get a six-pack, got it, I got it. But one of the key things that people never talk about is the why. Like, why do you want those things? Like, why do you want to be big? Why do you want to be small? Why do you want to be muscular? Why do you want to do any of those things? And I'll tell you why that's so important, okay? You'll understand this. Gyms, January the 1st. Everybody's feeling the same as you. Y'all go for it, I'm ready. This is my year, I'm gonna go for it. Okay, I'm gonna lose weight, I'm gonna lose 2 stone. Got it. What happens in April? Where are those same people? Ghost towns, okay? Ghost towns, why? Because somebody didn't have a big enough why. They had a goal, everyone's got goals, but nobody had a why. Now, why is the why so important? Because without a why, there is no emotional attachment. Now, let me break this down for you. If you play with my kids, if you try to touch my girls, I'm coming after you, man. Why? Because there's an emotional attachment. Now, if I had a cat and you hurt my cat, I'm like, I may be a little bit angry, but I ain't coming after you. You touch my girls, okay? You better start running. Why? Because there's an emotional attachment. And that's the same way I am about my fitness, okay? I'm so emotionally attached that I will go through the barriers to get to the goal. Most of you don't have no emotional attachment because all you've got is a goal. So let's break this down even further. Why emotional attachment is so important, okay? We know when you have an emotional attachment, you start to rely on a thing called pull power. Pull power? What on earth is that? Well, most of you are going off push power. Push it, okay? And we'll have an illustration of what that looks like, okay? But push power is about motivation, isn't it? Now, we all know you can watch a video like this, or you can watch Tony Robbins, or some of these hype mans and stuff like that, or you could watch a video of Arnie and you're like, yeah, that's it, man, tomorrow I'm gonna kill it. Then the next day comes, work's been a stress, life is stressful, got caught up in traffic, motivation goes, crashes and burn. And what happens to your goals? Crashes and burns. And that's what happens with push power. Now, also, let's break this down. Most people, when they start their fitness journeys, it's going to be an uphill slog, okay? To get started, get that momentum, it's going to be uphill. Now, you imagine pushing weights uphill, pushing and pushing. How long are you going to last? Let's be honest. How long are you going to last? 1 month? 2 months? 3 months? Okay, maybe you do 6. Or you'll be like everyone else who quits after about 7. That's what happens with push power. When the motivation dies, your goals die. But here's what happens with pull power. This is what I want to get you to. Pull power takes you to a whole nother level. When you have a why that is big, okay, it takes it to a whole nother level. What happens is, I want to give you an illustration, okay? Now, in an illustration, okay, what you got, you imagine me tying this around me, okay? So I'm tying this around me now, and on the other end, okay, we're gonna have a picture of John Cena. Now you know how big John Cena is, okay? Now you imagine him pulling me. As much as I'm trying to resist, wherever he's trying to take me, I'm going. And that's what happens with pull power, okay? Now you imagine not just John Cena. Imagine like we're going WWE on this stuff, okay? What if The Undertaker, what if The Big Show was all pulling that rope and I've got it tight? You think I can resist? No, I'm like this, okay? Wherever you want to take me, I'm going. And that's what happens when your why is big. The bigger the why, the more people are pulling your rope. So when you're facing those battles, when you're facing all those obstacles, you're still gonna smash it. And that's what we're gonna start going through. We're gonna start teaching about the why. Now let me give you a quick example. Okay, we're gonna break this down by week. But if you said to me, you came into my club and you said to me, yo, I'm trying to lose weight. First thing I'd say, got it. Why? I want to lose weight because I feel like I'm 2 stone over. I'm like, yeah, got it. Why? Because I want to start feeling confident again. Got it. Why? I want to start feeling confident because you know what? I want to start dating. Now we're getting to the why. Got it. So you start saying, well, so really what you want to start being is you start feeling sexy. You want to start feeling confident about yourself and your body. You want to start feeling attractive. Got it. So when I start deeping into that, now we've got emotional attachment. So listen, this is only the first part. You're going to be joining us for the next couple of weeks. We're going to start breaking this thing down called the big why.